Hello, I'm Father Dominic, and this is What Father Dom Thinks. Today, on our first session of What Father Dom Thinks, we're going to talk about Advent as a penitential season. Now, when I was a young altar server at my parish, there was a big debate every year as to whether or not we should sing an opening hymn at Mass during Sundays of Advent or not. And I remember we had one particular associate pastor who thought that we should always sing an entrance hymn, an opening hymn, for every Mass on Sunday because we celebrate Jesus' resurrection. But my parish and the liturgy team at my parish thought that Advent was supposed to be such a great penitential season. Their idea was to open up Mass with a simple ringing of a bell, and we'd process in just in that kind of quiet, very monotone, bell-tolling sound, right? And this priest, he was all like, no, that's dumb. We should sing because we're celebrating Mass. And then it really started this whole debate as to whether or not Advent is, in fact, a penitential season. This priest, the associate pastor, is now a good priest friend of mine. His argument was that, Lent is the penitential season. We give stuff up for Lent. We do different kinds of practices, and we sacrifice stuff, and we don't even meet on Fridays, and all of those are penitential acts that we do to prepare ourselves and to take a participation in Christ's own suffering and death by having these other sacrifices. In Advent, we don't necessarily do those things, and so Advent is not a penitential season. Well, but wait a minute. Let's look at liturgical colors. We wear purple whenever we do something penitential. The sacrament of reconciliation, the priest is always wearing a purple stole. During Lent, we wear purple vestments. Advent, we wear purple vestments. So purple in our liturgical season represents penitential acts. It's something penitential. It has to do with penance. So we wear purple in Advent, we wear purple in Lent. Are both of these seasons penitential? Well, in a way, yes. Advent is a penitential season. This whole video isn't about whether or not we should sing an opening hymn at Mass on Sundays at Advent, but it is looking at whether or not Advent is a penitential season. So, if Advent and Lent are both penitential, the next question becomes, why don't we give anything up in Advent like we do in Lent? Well, we kind of do. It's different, though, right? In Lent, we're asked to sacrifice from something, make some sort of a sacrifice, right? That could be not eating chocolate for 40 days. It could be not to have any alcohol. It could be not to have any meat at all. We, of course, have our regular sacrifice of meat. We have our regular abstinence from eating meat on Fridays during Lent. Okay, so do we do that in Advent? Well, not in quite the same way, right? So we don't necessarily give something up for Advent for these 4 weeks. And how could you? Because everything is sweets and there's candy everywhere. And how can you really give that up in Advent? But more importantly, we don't sacrifice in the way of giving something up. But we are asked to participate in a lot of charitable works. I mean, how many parishes do giving trees where you buy toys or clothing for people in need? How many parishes have extra soup kitchens or do food drives for their local food pantry between Thanksgiving and Christmas? So there are different ways that we're sacrificing. We're definitely sacrificing out of our wallet, giving out of our wealth, doing that tithe that the Lord asks us to do. So in that way, we are making sacrifices. So Advent is a penitential season. Lots of parishes do reconciliation services during Advent. Again, to cleanse ourselves, to heal ourselves, to make ourselves ready to welcome the Christ child, and as we prepare, wait, and watch for the Lord's second coming. So we do a lot of things this time of year that are penitential. Advent is just as much a penitential season as Lent is, but the practices are a bit different. In fact, one big sacrifice that we can make is to not really decorate too much in our homes for Christmas right away at the beginning of Advent. Now, full disclosure, my Christmas tree is set up right behind my cell phone camera here that I'm using to do this video. My tree is right there. Here's a picture of it. I'll show you. Fully decorated for Christmas. I love Christmas. Thanksgiving Day, my tree went up. And it's a week later and we're just starting Advent, right? But that could be another penance. That would certainly be one for me, to wait until the actual Christmas season to set up for Christmas. Whatever your penance is, whatever you're doing to help live this penitential season of Advent, whatever you're doing to prepare yourself, your heart, your soul, your mind, your body, for the coming of Jesus, do it well, and remember to always do it in prayer, keeping our eyes fixed on the Lord. Happy Advent. This is Father Dom. Thanks. I'm Father Dom. We'll catch you next time.